Chapter 6: Animals Increasing in Numbers. You have learned that all living things have the ability to produce more of their own kind, because living things produce more of their own kinds. Life on the earth can continue. Reproduction is the process of producing more of one's own kind. Animals reproduce in two ways: by giving birth to young ones, by laying eggs. Animals that give birth to young ones. Animals that give birth to young ones, produce milk and have hair on their body, are called mammals. The young one is formed inside the body of the female. It stays inside for several weeks before it is born. Lions, cows, tigers, bears, dogs are all mammals. Whale is a mammal that lives in water. Bat is a mammal that can fly. Mammals show parental care. The mother feeds the young ones with her milk. The father looks for food and protects the young ones. Factopedia. The only mammal that lays eggs is the Australian duck-billed platypus. Animals that lay eggs: birds, fish, frogs, snakes, cockroaches, etc. lay eggs. The young ones come out of the eggs after hatching. The young ones may or may not look like the adult bird. You know that birds make nests when they have to lay eggs. The mother bird sits on the eggs to warm them. After a few weeks, when the baby bird is fully developed, the egg hatches and a baby bird comes out of the egg. Structure of an egg. An egg has the following parts. Eggshell. This is the hard outer covering that protects the egg. Egg white or albumen. It is the colorless, watery part inside the egg. It protects the embryo or the young one. Yolk. It is the yellow portion in the center of the egg. The developing baby, called the embryo, lies inside the yolk. The embryo feeds on the yolk. Life skills. Never touch or break the eggs inside a bird's nest. Let us learn about some other egg-laying animals. Fish lay thousands of eggs in water. They are covered by a jelly-like substance that protects them from water. A group of eggs are called spawn. Most eggs are eaten by bigger fish. Only a few hatch. Frogs. A female frog lays eggs in water bodies like ponds, and tiny young ones called tadpoles come out. Tadpoles look more like fish and swim in water. They have gills that enable them to breathe in water. After a few weeks, the tadpoles grow legs and their tails become shorter and finally disappear. The young frog thus formed grows and changes into an adult frog. Factopedia. The fish, called Motorola, produce more than 2 crore eggs in a single season. The adult frog breathes with the help of lungs on land and moist skin when in water. Insects. All insects lay eggs. Different insects have different stages in their life cycles. Let us learn about the life cycles of a few insects. Cockroach. A cockroach has 3 stages in its life cycle. A cockroach lays eggs. The baby cockroach that hatches out of the egg looks like the adult but is smaller in size. It is called nymph. The young one sheds its skin several times before it changes into an adult. This process is called molting. Grasshoppers, termites, and locusts are other insects that have 3 stages in their life cycles, like a cockroach. Butterfly. A butterfly has 4 stages in its life cycle. A female butterfly lays clusters of eggs on the undersurface of a leaf. The eggs hatch into young worms called larvae. The larvae of a butterfly is called caterpillar. The caterpillar feeds on leaves and grows fast. It then covers itself in a case called chrysalis. This stage is called pupa. Inside the chrysalis, the pupa undergoes changes in its shape and finally changes into an adult butterfly. The butterfly comes out of the chrysalis and flies away. Insects like housefly and mosquito also have 4 stages in their life cycle. The larvae of a housefly is called maggot and of a mosquito is called wriggler. Other egg-laying animals. Snakes and turtles are also egg-laying animals. They lay them in the ground. Turtles dig holes in the sand and lay eggs in them. They cover the eggs with sand and leave them to hatch. The young ones hatch out and crawl to the nearest water body. Crocodiles lay eggs in shallow pits that they dig in the sandy river banks. The eggs are covered by sand and guarded by the mother crocodile. When the babies hatch, the mother digs away the sand and keeps the babies in a special pouch at the bottom of her mouth. New words. Reproduction. The process of producing more of one's own kind. Molting. Shedding of the old skin. Mammals. Animals that have hair on their body and produce their own milk. Nymph. The young one of an insect that resembles the parent. Larvae. The young one of an insect that looks like a worm. Embryo. The developing body inside the yolk of an egg. A quick recall. Like other living things, animals also reproduce. Reproduction is a very essential life process for the continuity of life on Earth. The 2 main ways by which animals reproduce are by laying eggs and by giving birth to young ones. Mammals are animals that have hair on their body, give birth to young ones like themselves and feed the young ones with their own milk. Insects, birds, fish, frogs, snakes and crocodiles are some animals that lay eggs. Egg-laying animals have different steps in their life cycle.